A Minecraft movie. What a load of rubbish. I mean, let's face it, Hollywood is in trouble. Superheroes have had their day. I mean, you can only watch grown men walking around in public in skin-tight vinyl outfits telling you it's a lifestyle choice for so long before you start getting the authorities involved. So if you're a Hollywood producer, you need a new strategy to keep the spondoolies rolling in. Pay for that devil's dandruff and the occasional blackmailer with compromising photos of you with a scout troop. So what have these geniuses come up with to keep the gravy train going? Have they decided to use a cinematic art form to plumb the depths of the human condition in a nuanced and profound manner? Have they, my bollocks? Video games, that's a new scam. Brilliant, eh? Dostoevsky, eat your heart out, you bald Russian gobshite. And here's the first main contender, Minecraft the movie. Now, if you don't know what Minecraft is, don't expect to find out from listening to me. I watched 90 minutes of this thing and I still haven't a fucking clue. The whole thing seems to be set in a different world where the ultimate taboo is a curved line. I mean, if you're a fan of right angles, this movie will be right up your alley. The people that invented this game look at circles and curves the same way that the Grand fucking Mufti of Saudi Arabia looks at a bacon sandwich. Literally everything is made out of cubes. I'm assuming even the characters' testicles. I mean, imagine the chafing. All that surface area coming into... I mean, you can start off... Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Now, the movie stars Jack Black. You know him, right? He has the charisma, stage presence, vocal chops of a fantastic rock and roll singer, stuck in the body of a recently divorced garden gnome. Now, we all know Jack Black is a huge star, but I noticed in the film he has second billing to Jason Momoa. I didn't understand why until I remembered on July 14th, 2024, Jason Momoa didn't announce his disappointment at what a bad shot Thomas Crooks was. So obviously the producer said, sorry Jack, you're gonna have to lay low for this particular film. On opening night, we don't want a bunch of fucking guys showing up in pickup trucks and storming the Capitol Theatre. So Jason Momoa has top billing, and he's a lovable big lump, even though he is Hawaiian, and I personally will never forgive his people for what they did to my beloved pizza. Pineapples. If I wanted health food with my carbohydrates, I'd ask for it. It's a crime against humanity. But he's a likeable chap. Imagine a roided up professional wrestler who's overdosing on MDMA and Lemsip, unironically attending a Britney Spears concert. That's basically him. I read that he had a romantic relationship with Lisa Bonet, a lady who is 14 years older. Not 14 years old. It's not Prince Andrew we're talking about here. But as we all know, Lisa Bonet played Bill Cosby's daughter in 8 seasons of The Cosby Show. Luckily, she was able to remain awake during all of them, so hopefully she's okay. But enough about celebrity sex offenders. Let's get back to the movie, which, if I'm honest, is confusing as hell. I mean, you've more chance of understanding Michael J. Fox's handwriting in this thing. Seems in Minecraft there are 2 worlds. One is all blue skies, green grass, beautiful nature, happy people, and the other is this disgusting, brown, gloomy, depressing, dystopian hellscape. Think the south of France and the north of England. The leader of the hellscape is this giant pig lady with a strange accent. At first I thought it was an American trying to do an English accent. I thought, here we go, Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins. Remember that travesty? But it's much, much, much worse than that. That's right, the accent is from New Zealand. Ugh. Seems Jacinda Ardern has been reduced to doing voiceover work after leaving office to cover her Class A drug habit or something. Now Jack, who's called Steve, has an orb, which is a cube, and Jacinda, as the pig lady, wants this orb which is a cube. But Jack, as Steve, gives the orb, which is a cube, to his dog Dennis, who runs away back to our world, where Jason, who plays Garrett, the wrestler on MDMA and Lemsip, finds it, and then him and some ugly kids and a real estate agent that he teams up with for some reason are sucked into the south of France world because the orb, which is a cube, had intercourse with a crystal which stopped taking birth control, and that's the basic gist of it. I'm sure you get it. Just watch the fucking movie. What can I say? Email me the plot if you could figure it out, because I certainly couldn't. By the way, I should mention everybody in the film is ugly. In the entire movie. It's quite beautiful in a kind of, it's great. I should mention that everybody in the movie is ugly, which is great. I mean, they're either overweight, or they have a weak chin, or they're overweight with a weak chin. And I was really, really good to see people like me represented on the big screen at last. Seriously, everyone is ugly, but the actual movie is quite beautiful in a kind of nauseating way. It has a very 1980s aesthetic. The whole film seems to be something from the 1980s. It looks really old and outdated, but it's trying to make itself attractive and relevant. You know, like Madonna's face. But because of the 1980s stuff, it wasn't easy for me to watch it as someone who actually had to live through the 1980s the first time. I mean, I've still got PTSD from listening to Kaja Gugu's second album. I mean, do you know what it's like to live your life thinking at any moment a flock of seagulls could jump out of a bush and backcomb your hair? You don't know, man, because you weren't there. I was. But seriously, I've never seen so many lavender and teal shell suits in my life. It's like a Liverpudlian job centre. It's horrible. Jason Momoa seems to be going for that Macho Man Randy Savage Cro-Magnon on a sex offender register about town dollar store Miami Vice grip on my balls look. He wears these big huge sunglasses that can double as solar panels with enough watts to power Ed Miliband's ukulele solo. It's horrific. Now a lot of confusing stuff happens. It gave me a headache, but I kind of enjoyed it. 3 things I've often heard used to describe my lovemaking style, Ashley. But it seems to be a bit of a hit with the audiences. Kids under the age of 12 gave the film an average rating of 5 out of 5 stars, while parents gave an average of 4.5 out of 5 stars, if they were on heroin. People on antidepressants gave themselves 4.5 months in a mental institution to recover from watching it, but only 3 months if they were on heroin. What I'm trying to say is, if you see this movie, take heroin. But like I said, it's a fun film, and I did like the fact that everybody in the movie was kinda ugly and not very bright. It was reassuring to know that, you know, if the movies don't work out for this lot, at least there will always be a place for them in local politics. There ends the sermon.